Hi, I'm Trevor Lund at RevTrev.com, and I wanted to do up a quick video review of Ted Decker's book, Immanuel's Veins. Uh, this this book, what do I like about it? You actually, I felt I connected with some of the characters. I felt I cared about them, and um, it's a good read. I wouldn't say that it was a page turner for me. It wasn't like I put it down. It took a while to get back to it. It's usually I'd get through a book like this in one sitting, and this one kind of took a couple of weeks. Now, the reason why, um, my sense of it is that you can almost see the discussion taking place around this book. You know, someone comes and says, I got this great idea about a love story that should be aimed at 20 somethings, and then the next person is like, oh, what are 20 somethings like? It's like, oh, they like vampires. Okay, well, we're Christians, so we can't use a word vampire, so let's call it something else, but we'll go with that. And they like sex, so let's we're Christians, so let's describe orgies without actually giving any detail. And I would be more offended if they gave the detail, but basically what I'm saying is that it feels marketable. It feels like it is for the 20-something market. And my first issue with that is that you should never market to 20-somethings. Why? Because when you're 20, you should be reading dead people. When I was in my 20s, I was reading, okay, I read some living people, but really, you should read Plutarch, you should read Aristophanes, you should be reading Josephus, you should be reading the Ante-Nicene Fathers, you should be reading Tolstoy, you should be reading Bronte, you should be reading dead people. Why? Because you're 20, you think you know everything, you don't. Expand your horizons. Read 20, and when you're 20 something, read dead people and don't be marketed to. Now, um, ultimately, like it's a good story in that, uh, well, it's a story, right? You can never take fiction and say this is what it means theologically. If you do, I have some serious doubts about some of the theology in here, but it's okay. It's a story. Um, I I'm just trying to think here. You've got, I think the biggest disappointment for me though, and I'm such a huge Ted Decker fan. My biggest disappointment is that I was reading this, seeing if he was going to go back to the circle theology, and he does, and quite disappointed with that. Anyway, my phone's ringing. I gotta go. I'm Trevor Lund, RevTrev.com. This is Ted Decker's Immanuel's Veins. If you're 20 something, you might like it. Everyone else, probably not.